Guys, Gathering the Magic back again, and it is time for the Land Market Watch video. This is episode number 46. Today is February 8th, 2026, so sit back, relax, and enjoy. We've got a lot to cover in this episode, of course. There's been a lot of talk about land buildings coming up, and prices are starting to move, and we actually did have, just in the last few minutes, a castle that sold. So we'll get over that in just a few minutes. As you look for plots for sale, so 2 weeks ago we had 1,000 plots that disappeared off the market. We were over 3,300 plots, dropped down to 2,300. As you can see, in the last 2 weeks, there's only 3 fewer plots than there was. Now that doesn't mean there hasn't been any activity. You know, I've been monitoring this for the last 2 weeks. There's been a lot of people posting plots, and almost as quickly as they're posting them, they're getting bought off the market. So we will get into that later. As far as land plots go, if you go to the marketplace, currently there is one unsurveyed plot available for $49. 2 weeks ago, the cheapest plot, as you can see, was just under $60. Over on Hive, 2 weeks ago, you were looking at $65.87 was the cheapest unsurveyed plot. Currently, there is one for $47.99. As far as tracks and regions going, no movement once again. The 3 tracks are still available in game. Just under 10,000 is the cheapest, and then the one land region at just under 89,000. Also, 2 weeks ago, for the first time, DEC on the non-card market went above 100 DEC, so now it is better to get them directly from the store. Currently, they are selling for 110.4 DEC, or about 7 cents a piece. You can also get time crystals now through crafting in the Artisan Quarter. I believe it takes 135 cinder to produce 1 time crystal. So if you do have a lot of cards or a lot of cinder just laying around and you need some time crystals, you can convert it in the Artisan Quarter. Okay, totem fragments. So totem fragments have moved up in the last 2 weeks. Commons moved up from $1.67 to $1.80. Rares came up from $8 to $9.70. Epics moved from $39.39 a piece to $44. And finally, legendary totem fragments went from 160 2 weeks ago to 210. As far as common or complete totems, common totems were $16.75 2 weeks ago, currently $15. Rares went from 75 down to 74. Epics and legendaries stayed the same. Epics are still $274 a piece, and then legendary totems are just under $900. Okay, your totem claims, you can see here prices are all the same as they were 2 weeks ago. The only difference is there are 5 more common totem claims available. Common totem claims $16.75, rares $89, epics $349, and then 2 legendary totem claims at $1,750. Okay, land baron, if you wanted to come in right now and just buy the 50 cheapest plots off the market, how much would it cost? 2 weeks ago, it would have cost you just under $700 at $13.99 per plot. Look at the jump this week. So now if you wanted to buy the 50 cheapest, it would cost you over $800. You're looking at $820.77, or an average of $16.42 a plot. So plot prices are definitely trending higher. Okay, as far as resources go, so your cheapest grain producing plot right now in game is $28. 2 weeks ago it was $24. Wood currently $14.50. 2 weeks ago $14.75. Stone $13.88. 2 weeks ago $13.99. And then finally ore $15, $14.74. Now some of these numbers are a little bit misleading because there are not very many at these prices and then they jump up. Like I think ore, there's only 5 or 6 that are under $20, and then $20 is the floor. Same thing with wood and stone. So there are a few plots at this price, but then after that, the prices jump up at least $2 or $3 a piece. All right, land plots, 5 cheapest plots per rarity. So starting with your common natural. So 2 weeks ago, you were looking $13.99 to $14.90, about the same range currently. $13.88 for Region 9. There are 3 deserts there. $13.95 in Region 14 for a canyon. $14.50 in region 23, 2 swamps and 2 tundras. Next is $14.85 in region 136 for 5 plots. They are all hills. And then finally $14.99 in region 115, and there are 6 canyons at that price. Okay, moving on to the rares. So $23.88 to $24.50 2 weeks ago. Currently the cheapest, there is a plot. I think this is the first time I've seen a plot in region 100. So there is a forest there for $22.50. Region 72 has 2 hills for $23.90, and then 2 hills for $24.50. Region 119 it also has a hills for $24.99, and then finally region 115 has 3 canyons at $25 a piece. Okay, moving to the epics. So 130 to 199 was the range. Currently, the cheapest one is $128.88 in region 119. That is for a mountain. Next, region 125 has a desert for $130. Region 72 has a hills for $135. Region 85 has a hills for $145. And then finally, for $150 in region 143, there is a forest. And region 135 has 2 jungles for $150 apiece. Okay, your legendary natural, and this is about all the legendary plots I think that there are for sale. So last time $499 to $4,000. Currently, this is the same as it was 2 weeks ago. The only difference is the $499 plot sold. So currently the cheapest is $588 in region 44 for desert. The rest of these are the same. Still $670 in region 72 for hills, $750 in region 12 for canyon. Region 60 is a tundra for $825, and then finally region 132 has a desert for $4,000. Okay, next are the magical plots. So $30 to about $38 2 weeks ago. Currently, there is a magical plot under $30, $28 in region 14, that is for fire magic. Region 7 also has fire magic, a mountain for $30. Regions 9 and 108 have magical plots for $34.99. Region 23 has a death and water plot available for $37.99. And then finally, region 85 has 3 water magic plots available for $38 a piece. Okay, next are the rares. I think this is exactly the same as 2 weeks ago. 68 to 100 was the range. You can see it here. So there's the Dragon Magic in region 72 for $68. Death Magic in region 143 for $70. Next, region 44 has Life Magic for $83. Region 71 has a Death Magical plot for $89. And then finally, region 81 also has Death Magic for $100. Okay, the epics. So last time $240 to $399. Currently $275 in region 102 for Earth Magic. Next is $360 in region 28, also for Earth Magic. $378 in region 117 for Life. $400 in region 43 for Fire. $488 in region 83 for Death Magic. Okay, Legendary Magical, none for sale 2 weeks ago. Currently there are none as well. So next are the occupied plots. So $60 to $74 2 weeks ago. Currently the cheapest occupied, $64.88 in region 1. Next is $64.90 in region 112. And then 112 also has another occupied plot for $67. Region 53 for $70, and then region 72 for $74 for occupied. Okay, moving to your rare occupied. 120 to 250 was the range 2 weeks ago. Currently $128.88 in region 43. There's one just fractions of a cent higher, $128.88 in region 143. Next, $140 in regions 134 and 143. Next is region 112, 2 plots available there for $145 a piece. And then finally, region 140 has an occupied swamp for $170. Okay, moving to your epics, you can see there's only 3 on the list. These are the only 3 available for sale once again. $450 in region 91 for a lake. Region 132 also has a lake for $9.99. And then finally, region 26 has an epic occupied tundra for $1,250. And then for your legendary occupied, there actually is one for sale. So last time there was one for $1,200, that one is gone. So currently the only one on the marketplace is in region 121. It is a legendary occupied lake for $2,000. Okay, keeps. So last time we talked about how there may not be any more keeps under 1,000. There was one a few days ago under 1,000. That one is gone. Currently, you can see here it looks like the same as before, 1,200 to 56.99. But yeah, over the last 2 weeks there has been a little bit of movement, but it seems like every time a keep comes up under this $1,200, it sells. So the rest of these are the same as 2 weeks ago. So $1,200 in region 44. Next is $1,490 in region 9, then $1,995 in region 137, $2,000 in region 135, and then finally $5,699 in region 71. Okay, so finally for different plots, we have castles, and this one just sold in the last few minutes. So there was one in region 143 for $5,500. That one is sold. So just saw that announcement on Discord. I believe it was No Peace for You picked up this castle, so congrats to him. The other castle available, the only one on the market now, is in region 114 for $9,000. Okay, trade swaps. So all the different resources in game for land resources. So a month ago, a DEC would have got you just over 52 grain. Currently, it's getting you 55.3 grain. Iron has been pretty consistent, just over 2. So currently, 1 DEC gets you 2.05 iron. Stone has come down. You can see a month ago, you were getting about 11 stone per DEC. Now you're getting 9.8 stone per DEC. And then finally, wood has rebounded from where it was a little over a month and a half ago when you were only getting 7 wood per DEC. Now you're getting just under 24 wood per DEC. Okay, and then all the different craftable items. So midnight potions are still at 1.7 cents. Fortune tickets are 44 cents. Auction marks still $1.49. Wagon kits have come down under $5 to $4.89. Common scrolls are 1.5 cents, rare scrolls 6 cents, epic scrolls 32 cents, and legendary scrolls $1.70. Polymorph potions are down to 10 cents a piece, and capacity flux is 18 cents. And then the new addition this time are the Phoenix Ash potions. On release, they were selling for as high as 2 cents a piece. Currently, they are selling for 0.7 of a cent. And then finally, all your land cards. So common land card, $2.35. The rare, $6.94. The epic is at $19.50, and there are no legendary land cards currently on the market. Then for the gold foil, the common, as you can see, has come down from $54 down to $35. Gold foil rare is at $68, and the gold foil epic is at $170. And you can see here all the land cards sold out on December 14th. And that is it. So what we're waiting for now, guys, is the next big land update, which will be buildings. Make sure you store up on your resources and get your time crystals. And then once again, if you would like to support the channel, if you like this kind of content, getting the Market Watch videos every weekend, please consider just supporting me on buymeacoffee.com / my name Gathering the Magic. You could just do either like a one-time tip, or if you would like to be a monthly subscriber, I do monthly giveaways for my Chaos Legion openings. The legendary cards I give away to members, and then every once in a while I'll be doing special giveaways. This month I am giving away, I'll probably do it in the next week or so, a Baron Fiat. So all members will be put in the Wheel of Names. We'll spin the wheel and someone's going to walk away with a Baron Fiat just for being a member and supporting the channel. So there is my plug for that. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys are continuing to build out and develop your land. As you guys know, I do my chaos pack openings to hunt for the gold foils to use as land workers. So hopefully you guys saw the video I did yesterday. It was a pretty good opening, so be sure to check that out. So until next time, stay the course, keep on forging, have fun, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.